everybody, it's Linda, and I have a new share here for you today. This one is Dragonfly. It's 120. She's 124 pages. She is a 6x9, and she's got a soft cover. Her cover is Kraft Tex that has been painted. The tie here is sari silk, and it just comes off. All of the papers inside here are a little bit of my stash, but all of the rest of it is calico collage, and it's her Dragonfly pack. And I had showed earlier in the video for Reagan what Kraft Tex looks like, and I will do it again since it's right here on my table. This is Kraft Tex. It is a man-made product. It's just like leather. It has a very smooth side on this side and a very slight texture on this side. But if you paint it or cover it in fabric, you'll never see that texture. But you can't tear it. You can cut it. You can sew it. You can wash it. Naturally, you can paint it, you can decoupage on it, you can cover it in fabric. So, I mean, there's just so many things, but it's so durable. It's just like using a leather product, but it's man-made. So this is Kraft Tex. That's what this looked like at the very beginning. This one has been many layers on top. I first did the shopping bag torn paper, and then I did a tissue paper, a plain tissue paper, and then the top here with the Dragonfly and all of the underneath design is another tissue paper. And then I have sewed all the way around it, and here is the spine. It's a 1-inch spine, and here is the back. And then I got all of this old vintage looking color by using different paints, different products, and then I've sealed it 3 times, and then here I used, if you can see the Dragonfly, I outlined her with the glitter. Well, it'll come to me before the video's over, but y'all know the product that I'm talking about, where it's clear and it just makes it like a 3D. But you have to really get this up close to see underneath all of that layers of stamping and designs that is on this cover. I don't know if you can really see it well, but it has an excellent feel. A lot of sewing going on in this one. It has its little tab. It's very chunky, even though it's 124 pages. It's very chunky. And it has little tabs. It has the sewing threads that I've left hanging out. And here is the top, bottom. It's got laces, fabrics. So let's take a look of her inside. And inside you're going to see I sewed some really pretty fabric around, some blue. I like brown and blue. It's a very unusual color combination, but I do like using it together, and it sort of brightens up the brown. And here is Calico Collage's paper throughout. She did a wonderful job on this Dragonfly paper. All her papers are excellent. A lot of colorful. She reminds me on this one, and at the same level as a Graphic 45's paper, which I did Dory, which is already up on Etsy right now, which is very similar to this look and feel of her paper. I hand stitched with crochet thread here, just to give it some color, more color. You don't really want to cover up any of her her papers because they're so pretty. I double printed everything. So this is another one of hers that I just printed on that side. Now this is somebody else's paper. I have two people that have paper that look just like this, and I don't know whether it is theirs, so I'm not going to say whose it is. Anyway, I have another one of these cards on cardstock and a pocket right here. Some letters. She has a lot of ephemera. And here is another dragonfly card. Music paper, which is mine, which I lined on the back side. She had a postcard as part of her pack. This is hers. And I just did some of this real handmade paper here in that pocket. And then here you have one of those little see-through envelopes that has a little card in there with the rose. It's been coffee stained. Another one of those antique vintage notebook papers. Sewing here, going down the page, holding the tab in. Some fabric, some of the canvas fabric with some washi tape, and then I sewed a button on there and left the tail. Same blue thread. More of her pretty paper. The wax linen thread. You got a mixture of cardstock, and then you have a mixture of parchment paper, which I printed this out on a parchment paper, which is not white, but it has a certain feel to it, a certain silky feel. Plenty of room to journal. So another sewing down the edges. I did that on the first page of each signature, and a lot of your pages in here have been rounded corners. Then you have an attached envelope here. There you go. Little dragonflies. Did a little bit of lace, more music paper, some heavy canvas. This was also in her kit. think these little things that you see me have cut out in decoupage, these were Tracy Fox's, one of her packs that I bought from her on Etsy. See, there's quite a few of them that I put in here. Another hand sewn paper. This is one of those CD holders that have been coffee stained, and then I put the dragonflies inside there. It's on a card. I mainly concentrated in this journal writing spaces, writing pages, and then you can enjoy all of the extra beautiful colors and dimensions in her paper. Just a little clip-on cutout. Some paper, fabric. I almost missed that pocket. It goes right with that color. Another one of those little see-through envelopes, coffee stain, and then I've just got a card in there. You can put anything in there, that a photo, but the card gives you the size that it would need to be. Well, this is a big pocket here. I made one of those ephemera folios in here. This is where, besides those other few pockets, you've got all of these here. So this is 2, and then this is a big one right here, and this is why, because she's got a little handmade journal again in here with some scrap paper. Pretty nice sized little journal, isn't it? Yeah. Hand sewn here with the blue thread, crochet thread. Nice. Very nice. That's why that was so heavy in there. Yeah. Now you can take this out and put it anywhere that you want it. But I guess that's as good a spot as any, is to have it down in there. And then you have the little side pocket as usual with my ephemera folios, or pocket journals, pocket folders. And then you have another little side pocket there. And here in the front I did this coffee stained paper. Just folded it up. It's blank on the one side, almost blank, lightly stained. I'll change my verbiage on that. And so that went right up in there. And then you had the one of the that comes with the kit, the big postcard. I'll put it back here, and I will put you, I think I'll just add you right here right now. And on this side you have 2 pockets and 2 pockets. And it's sewn all the way around. And you have another coffee stained piece of paper. Then you have these two cards, one regular card and one folded card. And then you can put things in the little sides. And then here is the back, and you have another pocket over here with another one of the see-through little envelopes with the rose in it. And then inside here, I think that you've got another journal in here. Yep, another little handmade journal. The dragonflies. Look at all that paper in there. That's why it's so full. Again, hand stitched. I'm going that way. That was full. Yeah. Then you've got this. I need to glue that down. Cardstock that I've added some paper to. Another envelope here with a little card. This is one of the envelopes. Must have come with the... I can't get it out. I'll let you do that. And this is the end, and you can see that it was sewn all the way around. And here is the back. It's like having this very fine leather cover on here. And if you don't like the strings, you can cut them or rearrange the papers or whatever. I like the different, and you can see verbiage down here. You can see some of the lighter paint colors. And you can see this clock right here, half of it right here. And then the clouds. I mean, this was just beautiful piece of art, right, I think. And I like all of the different tones coming down the spine. And then this looks like it's just been worn for years back here. The coloration, not the material, but just the colors of it. So I mean, it has a nice. That's one reason I like Kraft Tex. It gives you that look of that real rich leather. So I mean, that is Dragonfly. 124 pages, even though she's very chunky though, but she's got a lot of cardstock in there, and then she's got that huge stuffed ephemera folder in there with all that other two journals that are hidden in there. So that is Dragonfly. I hope that you've enjoyed her, and I hope that you enjoyed my little tutorial on Kraft Tex. I mean, how great it is. I like it. Pardon me. It does, you know, you can be very creative with it like this. Or like I showed earlier in another video, you can be very creative and make it look like I did Reagan here. I mean, and then the other ones that I did last week are Kraft Tex also. So you're going to see me working with it again. I really like it. It's very rich looking. Whenever you see these together like this, you can see the difference. So I mean, you can make it whatever you want it. So that is it. So again, Dragonfly, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.